Whether it's staying in touch with family, entertaining the kids, or connecting with your favorite sports team, Silver Star helps unlock the moments you live for. Connect to what matters most without lag, buffering, or dropped connections. Visit silverstar.com and discover frustration-free Wi-Fi from Silver Star today.
Live coverage of Star Valley High School sports is provided by The Right Company. HTC Siding and Gutters, no job too big or too small. Red Tail Therapy, strength for everyone. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley sports. Quality Quick Lube, where quality comes quick. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
Treat yourself to a luxurious staycation with a cozy cabin getaway at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton. Get the locals discount by using promo code SVILOCAL. Every cabin has its own oversized soaking tub, big screen TV, fireplace, and includes free breakfast. Or upgrade to the cozy couples cabin with your own jetted jacuzzi tub. Find luxury right here with a staycation at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Use promo code SVILOCAL for the locals only discount.
My best friend just had a birthday party at the Fun Zone in Afton. It was so cool. We got to play basketball, ping pong, and foosball. We were able to bring our own Nerf guns and even watched a movie on a giant projector screen. For my next birthday, I want to have my party at the Fun Zone too. Mom said the Fun Zone will also work great for my sister's wedding reception in a few months and next summer's family reunion. For reservations, visit svfunzone.com.
B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
The countdown to tip-off is made possible by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free personal and business checking. Visit gofirstbank.com.
Live from Jackson Hole High School, this is Star Valley basketball on the SBI Sports Network, and the Snake River shootout tonight between the Star Valley Braves and the home Jackson Bronx. This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Your home for totally free checking, where free really does mean free. Visit gofirstbank.com. That is gofirstbank.com. Braves get ready to take the court for warm-ups as we get ready for what should be, Dal, a really good game in this edition of the Snake River Shootout.
You know, you never know what's going to happen in these types of games, but on paper, this should be a really entertaining game that has the potential to go either way, and it really could be a classic. That's kind of the way I think it's going to go.
Jackson coming in 1-2 inside of Southwest District play, while Star Valley in the driver's seat at 3-0, and they would love to keep it that way with the rivalry win on the road tonight. Again, First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off between the Braves and the Bronx. Let's take a look at what's happening around the Crimson and Gold. Here's that Crimson Corner presented by the University of Wyoming.
Well, we just witnessed the Lady Braves picking up their 9th win of the season. They defeated Jackson 50-14. They will take on the Evanston Devils, Red Devils tomorrow afternoon. The boys basketball, they're suiting up right now. Of course, it's senior recognition tomorrow against the Evanston Red Devils. Girls and boys wrestling at the 4A West Regionals at Kelly Walsh High School. And then, of course, we've got athletes over in eastern Idaho at Pocatello on the campus of Idaho State University competing at the Simplot Games. That's where everyone's at. And a look at the Crimson Corner, brought to you by the University of Wyoming.
Uncover the reason behind UW excellence and explore what makes the University of Wyoming so great. Visit uwyo.edu to learn more. How about some games of interest in the boys' schedule across the state of Wyoming? Here's the roundup presented by Sunrise Engineering.
Well, how about a number 1 versus number 2? According to the Wyo Preps Coaches and Media poll, you got Cheyenne Central at number 2 Laramie. That should be a doozy in Laradice. Cheyenne East at Cheyenne South. The Braves moving up to number 4 this week here in Jackson. I think this one's going to be a great game. Here's another one, Thunder Basin at number 5 Natrona. Natrona lately seems vulnerable. They've lost 4 of 5. Still in that top 5 ranking, though. Lyman at number 1. Powell. Mountain View is at number 3 Level. Big Piney is in K-Town to take on the Kemmer Rangers. That one's on the Spur. And the number 2 Cokeville Boys taking on the number 3 Saratoga squad on their home court. That's a look at some of the games of note in your Sunrise Engineering Roundup.
Creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. That is sunrise-eng.com. Braves and Bronx in the Snake River Shootout. First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off coverage continues after this, live on the SVI Sports Network. It's sale time at Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home in Afton. Stop by the showroom located half a block south of the Elkhorn Arch and take advantage of carpet, pad, and labor for only $2.99 per square foot. LVP is also on sale with the product available for $2.99 per square foot. Battleson Brothers also has carpet remnants available. That's Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home, open in Afton, just south of the Arch.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
So my name is Jen Johnson, and I'm the head teller here at the bank. So I really enjoyed getting to know the people that work here. I feel like we're a really good team. I've made some friendships here. I feel like we're all really supportive of each other, and I feel valued as a team member, and those efforts are recognized and appreciated. When you call the Bank of Star Valley, you talk to one of us. You don't get a call center in another state. You don't get an automated system. It's one of us that are there to help you.
Don't you just love going to Caribou Ford in the winter?
It's right in the middle of Eastern Idaho Playground, over Fish Creek Summit. Just beautiful.
By the fishing hole.
Might as well stop for a little soak on the way home.
We're Caribou Ford with the famous warranty forever.
And we're still keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
The countdown to tip-off is made possible by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free personal and business checking. Visit gofirstbank.com.
Just over 5 minutes away from tip-off time in our First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Braves and Bronx on the SVI Sports Network. I'm Duke Dance with Dal Erickson sitting inside the gym here at Jackson Hole High School, getting ready for what should be a great game inside the 4A Southwest Quadrant. Now let's recap this great rivalry between Star Valley and Jackson with the help of Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Glad to do it. Just a reminder, this is my research back to 1951, so I cannot say this is the entire series, but these are the series numbers since 1951. Since then, Star Valley leads it 124-37 here in Jackson. The Braves hold a 51-17 advantage. Of course, the last time these two teams met was in Afton back in January on the 9th, and the Braves won that 63-50. That's a look at your rivalry, brought to you by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Bringing Earth resources to life. Visit Simplot.com. That is Simplot.com. Of course, we've talked about the importance of this game being in the Southwest. Let's take a look at the standings right now on the boys' side of the 4A West class. And Star Valley sitting at 3-0 inside that Southwest. Evanston 2-1. These Jackson Bronx at 1-2, and Green River at 0-3. You can see the North is a mess.
but Star Valley right now in the lead in the South.
I do want to point this out, and Coach Shumway pointed this out to me. Jackson, the majority of those losses came early in the season when they did not have Andrew Hanna or Gavin Keelan. They've won 5 in a row, and I believe 7 of 9 here in their last little bit. So I think this is going to be they're a much better team than what 8 and 9 and 1 and 2 shows you there. So you can look at it for reference, but they're on the upswing. Of course, the Braves have won 11 in a row and 14 of 15. We'll see which streak is broken tonight.
That's a look at the standings currently inside the 4A West, with the Star Valley Braves warming up to take on the Jackson Hole Broncs. Now, when these two teams played each other in Afton recently, Dal, it was a 13-point win for Star Valley, but
it felt closer than that. At least it did to me.
Well, and Jackson didn't shoot well in that game, and that's something we brought up, that you're going to have to expect Jackson to shoot better today and close that gap up a little bit.
Well, and I'll be honest, the thing I've been thinking about all week was the first quarter of last year's game on this court. Jackson jumped out to, it was a 25-2, I think, advantage or somewhere along those lines. It was an absolute nightmare. The Braves ended up cutting that final to, I think, 8 points at the end, but they were never able to climb out of that initial hole. My point is Jackson's always going to play with a ton of energy, especially to open the game here on their own court.
It's all part of the First Bank of Wyoming Countdown to tip-off on SBI. Now let's take a look at the Records Watch presented by the Bank of Jackson Hole.
Well, that being said, Jackson's win on their home court last season, that one we've just been talking about, is the only one in the series in the last 11 meetings. I'll be honest, when I was researching that this week, that surprised me. But that is a look at your Records Watch, brought to you by the Bank of Jackson Hole.
Invested in our community. Local banking means local investments. Visit bankofjacksonhole.com. That is bankofjacksonhole.com. Just 2 minutes away from tip-off time between the Braves and the Broncs. Now what does Star Valley need to do to get a win in Jackson tonight and the keys to the game?
Well, I've already kind of touched on it a couple of times. Number one, they need to match that first quarter energy. The Broncs are going to come out with their hair on fire, and they're going to feed off their crowd. It's going to be a full house here tonight. Key number two, they need to defend without fouling, especially down low against Hanna and Keelan. That's going to be incumbent upon Simon Gaskell to do that. I'm looking for 10-plus assists. The Braves can do that. That proves they're passing well and finishing. And then if they can get at least 15 free throws, I think that would definitely help this team to a W. That's a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by us.
In the First Bank of Wyoming Countdown to tip-off, let First Bank of Wyoming make your building dreams become a reality. Find construction loan information at gofirstbank.com. That is gofirstbank.com. The home Jackson Broncs, 8-9 overall, 1-2 inside the 4A Southwest. This team averages 52.5 points per game while allowing 55 points per game. On the flip side, the Star Valley Braves, 15-3 overall, 3-0 inside the 4A Southwest. Star Valley scoring 61.6 points per game. That's fifth inside the 4A classification across all of Wyoming, while allowing 53 points per game, seventh defense in the 4A classification. That's it for the First Bank of Wyoming Countdown to tip-off. Again, you're home for totally free checking with local branches in Afton and in Alpine. That is First Bank of Wyoming, online at gofirstbank.com. Braves on the road. They'll be in the crimson and gold. Jackson in their home whites with the black and orange. And we are set and almost ready for the national anthem here at Jackson Hole High School before we hit the varsity roster for the Braves and the keys to the game. The national anthem in our broadcast is presented with the help of Wyoming Minuteman Supply, located in Thane and online at WYMS.co. That is WYMS.co. And Wyoming Minuteman Supply, proud supporter of the national anthem and the Braves basketball. We'll send it down to the court for the PA and introduction of the national anthem on the SVI Sports Network.
At this time, everyone, please rise and remove your caps as we honor this community, our servicemen and women, and our national and our great nation with the playing of the national anthem by the Jackson Bronc Band under the direction of Zach Singer.
meet today's players with the help of Mountain Star Products. Mountain Star Products, excavation, road building, gravel, sand, and more.
PJ Horsley, Sr., son of Jason and Stacy, Afton.
Cash Lancaster, Sr., son of Aaron and Anna Lancaster, Smoot, Wyoming.
Afton. Simon Gaskell, I'm a senior, son of Amy and David Gaskell, Afton.
Zane Hedges, Jr., son of Logan Cressa Hedges, the Smoot, Wyoming.
Prescott Viegel, son of Micah and Melissa Viegel, Jr., Auburn, Wyoming.
Smith McClure, Jr., son of Brian and Sarah McClure, Smoot, Wyoming.
Dayton Schwab, Jr., son of Dana Marie Schwab, Afton.
Bryson Neild, Jr., son of David and Jennifer McGee and Justin Neild, Afton.
My name's Cooper Big Country Lawson. I'm a junior, son of Heath and Heidi Lawson, Afton.
Cooper Lancaster, sophomore, son of Aaron and Anna Lancaster, South Smoot, Wyoming.
My name's Dylan Shumway. I'm a sophomore, son of Matt and Emily Shumway, Osmond, Wyoming.
Braves varsity roster presented with the help of Mountain Star Products. Starting 5 being announced here in Jackson Hole High School. Braves have been announced.
Braves going to go with their traditional starting 5 of PJ Horsley, Cash Lancaster, Cooper Lancaster, Max Jensen, and Simon Gaskell. Braves coached by Matt Shumway, assisted by Dave Moore, Aaron Lancaster, and Ben Hale.
Jackson Bronx come out with number 1, Seb Brunner. Number 5, A.J. Fowler. 21 is Andrew Hanna. 23 is Mason Borchard. And 24 is Gavin Keelan. Head coach Matt Elliott in his first year at the helm of head coach for the Jackson Bronx. It's going to be Borchard and Gaskell lining up against each other for the opening tip-off. For those watching on SVI, Braves will go to the left, Bronx will go to the right.
It's a nice crowd, Duke, but certainly not the most full we've ever done in here.
That is true.
There's plenty of space to our left.
There's the whistle. And they'll redo it. The two are ready to go.
Just
and
kidding.
The ball's in the air. It is tipped and won by Jackson. And the Bronx will have the opening possession of the game. Brunner has a high screen, works it to the right side to Fowler, and the ball stolen by Gaskell when they try and go down low. Braves with a quick steal, running the court over to Horsley on the right side corner. He'll stop, come back up with a bounce pass up to Cash Lancaster. First possession of the game for the Braves as Lancaster goes strong to the rim. Shot fake, let the defense fly by, and he puts it in easy off the square.
Good shot fake there for Cash, coming off the turnover.
Star Valley on defense now. Brunner drives, can't get to the rim, spins on the post, kick outside to Fowler. He wants to hand off outside to Keelan. Keelan double teamed on the baseline or on the angle drive. Up top, Brunner, 3 down the barrel from deep, no good. Gaskell with the rebound. Star Valley basketball. Coach Shumway saying run, pick up the tempo. Here's Jensen, drives in on the angle, fakes the pass, missed the shot though, and then fouls on. Missed it.
Well, and then a frustration foul. You make second fouls. You do something you should have done better, and then you commit a foul. Listening.
7:09 to play in this first period. Star Valley leading in Jackson 2-0, but it is Bronx basketball. Brunner on the dribble across the half-court line, goes Keelan in the circle, and now the first touch for Andrew Hanna on the outside. Now Brunner, deep 3, and missed it. Rebounded, though, underneath by Borchard. Then he lost the ball out of bounds. It's Star Valley basketball.
You know, you go back to that game in Afton, and it was Mason Borchard that had a great first half against the Braves. He actually carried the offense for basically the first 2.5 quarters. For Jackson. They got some great size with Hanna, Keelan, and Borchard, and then Brunner on the outside shooting those threes.
Cash Lancaster goes to Jensen up top to Horsley. Screens being set. PJ drives the post. Can't get to the rim. Now leans into it. Missed the shot. Fight for the rebound, and another rebound foul on Star Valley after the Horsley miss.
First personal on PJ, second team foul. Here's a look at that sequence on your Fall River Propane replay. Yeah, just out of... I think where they're getting those guys, they're just out of position as they're swiping at the ball.
6:35 to go in this opening period. Jackson still scoreless. Braves leading 2-0. Hanna back to the backboard from the free throw line. Kick outside to Keelan. Back down the left side post. Good with the foul. Andrew Hanna dumped it off, went down the post. He scores, contact, and to the line.
It was a really good-looking play. Assist from Keelan. Already 3 team fouls on the Braves, and we played 95 seconds. That one on Cash Lancaster.
Andrew Hanna with the chance to make it a 3-point play and does. Bronx lead 3-2. 6:25 to go in the first. Lancaster across the half-court line for the Braves. Shake and bake up top, hands off to Jensen. Max drives, goes down the post, can't get to the rim, and kicks it back up on top. Here's Cooper Lancaster. He wants to go left post, spins down to the right side, pulls up the jumper, missed it. Rebounded by Brunner, Jackson basketball. Seb on the run. Half-court pass down the court to Borchard. Pulls up the jumper mid-range, right side, no good. Rebounded by Cash on the run. Lancaster down the court. He wants to go coast to coast. Can't get to the rim. Clears it back out. Horsley works left side. Jensen, shot fake. Pull up Jay mid-range left. Good. 4-3, Braves on top.
Jensen did a good job of still taking just enough time to get his good shot while Hannah was closing out to block it.
Here's Fowler. Nice dump down to a wide open Hannah who got behind the defense. And another lead change, Bronx by 1.
It's going to be a long night if the Braves give up that pass all night.
5-4. As the crowd coming alive here again in Jackson Hole High. Cooper one-on-one in the lane, spins left, back to his right and scores.
Cooper's just a matchup problem. He's got length on a lot of kids. He's got quickness on the big guys. He might be in for a big night.
Already our fourth lead change of the game. Star Valley up 6-5. 5:08 to play in this opening period. Hannah again back to the backboard at the free throw line. Works it outside to the corner. Pass again up top, Seb Brunner. Works against Cash Lancaster. Passes, hand off down the lane. Brunner will miss it. Maybe go for the lob. Now the ball's loose, picked up by Star Valley. In transition to Cooper. Catches, shoot in the air and scores.
Great sequence there. Gaskell doing a nice job of getting the rebound and making sure the ball didn't get turned over.
8-5. Braves by 3. 4:38 to go in the first. Jackson around the outside. Cross-court pass over to the right to Borchard. He comes off a screen. Cooper stays with him and passes to Brunner. Resets the offense in the circle. Cash Lancaster on Seb. Has a screen. Drives angle. No shot. Bounces down one-on-one in the lane. And good with the foul again. They're going to get Gaskell on the foul with Andrew Hannah going to the line for the and one.
And Simon doesn't like the call, but you can watch Hannah. He's having to go around his hips here, and that's where they're getting him. Kind of hops. They're getting him for the block there. But that's 14 fouls on the Braves, none on the Bronx. We're nearing the midway point of this quarter, and Hannah is about to hit his 8th point. He'll have all 8, and he does. We keep seeing this, Duke, with some of the players that Star Valley plays. Hot start for Andrew Hannah.
8-8, tied in Jackson. 4:15 to go in the first period. Star Valley basketball. Shumway checks in. He passes up top to Lancaster. Works it over to the left side. Pulls up the bounce pass down to Cooper. Double teamed on the block. Can't get to the rim. Picks up his dribble and back out to Cash.
They're a little slow there. Cooper's got a big mismatch on Brunner, but Hannah's coming over to help.
Cooper top of the key right now. One dribble pass. Lancaster fakes a 3, drives in, gets into the lane, left side, turn around, goes up strong, and he's fouled, hit the deck. Shifty feet work by Cash Lancaster, and he's to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
That is what you call a senior move. Cash gets right into the body of Hannah, gets him up, gets some contact, puts up a shooting motion, and gets himself to the line for 2.
In a tie game, the first free throw is good for Cash from the Riverside Dental free throw line.
First free throw is good for Cash. He's got 3 points. Another one coming up.
Second attempt, bouncing and in. Got them both. 10-8. Star Valley up by 2. Jackson with the ball. Brunner across the half-court line to run the offense. Picked up by Jensen. Works left side, perimeter, Borchard. Up top to Keelan. Now to the right to Brunner. Deep on the perimeter. Hannah, baseline. Tries to drive, spins, kick out, no shot. Now into the corner, left side Fowler. Up top is Brunner. Works it over right, Keelan. 3's in. The triple from the right side wing from Keelan makes it a 1-point Jackson lead, 11-10. Cash, shake and bake, again in the lane, shot fake, another shot fake, up and no good on the attempt. Rebound comes down to Borchard, Jackson basketball.
Very similar move to last time, just couldn't get it to go.
Now the Bronx with the lead and the 1 point and the ball. 3:05 to go in the first period.
And Duke, Bryson Neal was checked in, and he's fronting Andrew Hannah now.
Ball moving around the outside. Brunner finds Borchard, and the ball tipped, knocked out of bounds. Stays with Jackson as Zane Hedges comes into the game as well.
Zane comes in for the Braves, and Jack Barazay comes in for the Bronx. And Mason Borchardt has a seat.
Keelan to Brunner, back to Keelan left side. Playing pitch and catch on the perimeter. Defense is there for the Braves. Now a drive for Brunner. Hop into the lane, no shot. Kick out, 3 from Keelan. Missed that one. Long rebound, fought for and won by Cooper Lancaster. Star Valley basketball. Cooper to Hedges. Pass right side to Jensen. Drives in on the baseline and scores off the shot fake from 3. And the lead back to the Braves.
I was having a conversation this week. Max's first step is deceptively fast.
12-11 Star Valley. Brunner pulls up the jumper below the elbow. Too strong, no good. Rebounded underneath by Hannah. Missed the putback. Fight for the rebound. It's going to be out of bounds. No, saved by Jackson at the elbow. Back up top to Brunner, and then they throw it away. Brunner trying to hit it left side to Fowler. Can't connect, and it's out of bounds.
It was Barazay that kept that one alive. Here's that last sequence. Max fakes that guy out of his shoes and drives it to the lane for the bucket.
2:11 to go in the first period. As expected, a close one at Jackson. Star Valley with the ball and a 1-point advantage, up 12-11.
But it's not 25-2, Duke.
Jensen on the post. Works up top. Here's Hedges. Back to Jensen. Goes to Cooper over a screen down the left post. Jumper from below the elbows off the mark, no good. Tough shot rebounded by Jackson. Here's Brunner. Works over to Keelan. Ball outside. Here's a deep 3. Good. Fowler above the left corner. Bronx by 2, 14-12. Here's Shumway on the other end for the Braves. 1:28 to play in the first. Jensen jabs right, dribbles left from the free throw line. Can't get up the shot on the elbow. Works over to Cooper. Lost the ball, but recollected on the right wing. Now he drives angle. Shot fake and easy to the rim. He got Brunner. No, he missed it. It was halfway down and somehow came out.
How did that come out?
It hung on the rim and fell out. It was touch and net. Now a 3 on the other end. No good. Rebounded by Shumway, Star Valley basketball.
Fowler wanted another one. I
looked down because I thought it was in.
So did I. We say that all the time, Duke, but that one was down.
Star Valley basketball, 53 seconds to play in the first period. Still a 2-point Jackson lead, up 14-12. Shumway has a screen from Cooper, goes left side, bounces in the lane, picked up by Star Valley, and then a foul on Jackson. Bryson Neal had it in the lane.
Going to call this one on the floor on Gavin Keelan. That'll be his first. Second team foul on the Bronx. Just 44 seconds left in the quarter. Boy, they're leaving. Okay, someone did come out on Dylan. He was wide open here in this corner.
Zane Hedges will inbound baseline. 44 seconds to play in the first period. Star Valley trailing by 2. Ball moving around the arc. Shumway, left side baseline. Goes up strong, missed the shot. Rebound to Kana, who just subs in. 30 seconds to go for the Bronx with a 2-point lead late first period. 14 fouls on Star Valley, 2 on Jackson. Bronx will spread the offense and burn clock here with 18 seconds to go before the end of 1. Star Valley trailing 14-12. Brunner, circle, left side Keelan, back to Brunner. Clock down to 10 seconds. Now he'll get ready to make a move at 7 seconds. Has a screen. Brunner out the elbow. Back outside Kana for 3. No good, but the rebound is there. Putback is missed. The tip-in is no good. Another tip-in is missed. 3 chances for the Bronx, and they can't hit any of them. And we go to the end of 1 with Star Valley trailing 14-12 from Jackson Hole High on the SBI Sports Network.
Tucked away in majestic western Wyoming is Lincoln County School District Number 2. Our team provides excellent public education across 5 elementary schools, 1 middle school, and 3 high schools where our staff receive the support they need to educate effectively. Right now, LCSD2 has several employment opportunities for the upcoming school year and other anticipated teacher openings coming available in the next few weeks. Be part of a caring team with LCSD2. Visit lcsd2.org today to apply.
You're watching Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson on the SBI Sports Network.
Ties, multiple lead changes in the first period and start of the second. Bronx have the advantage by 2, 14-12. It is Star Valley basketball to open the second.
I will say the only thing that's kind of concerning to me in that first quarter, Duke, the Bronx 10-4 on the rebounds. The Braves are going to have to do a little better than that.
Star Valley will work with Cash Lancaster in the front court to open up the second period. He'll direct Shumway to the left side wing. One dribble back to Cash. Works down to Gaskell, one-on-one in the lane. Turnaround jumper, bouncing and drops in. Simon ties it up at 14 all.
Simon has gotten so much more comfortable on that low block as the season goes along.
7:35 to go in the second. Now Brunner directing the Jackson offense on the other end. Has a screen from Hannah. Step back, but no three. Hannah drops down. They feed it down to him on the block. Got behind Gaskell and scores. 16-14, Jackson again on top.
10 points for Andrew Hannah.
Cash, big hesitation, drives on the angle spin, but no shot. Back up to Horsley. Works right side again to Cash on the outside. Wants to drive again. This time he dumps it off to Hedges. Dribble, shot fake, back to Cash. He can't go up. Kick it back outside. Shumway on the perimeter. He goes to the free throw line. Now he drives. He scoops. He doesn't score. Hung on the rim and falls out. No good. Keelan on the rebound for the Bronx.
Boy, the Braves have had a couple close ones like that.
And another lob down to Hannah, and he missed a point-blank one turnaround.
Wow.
Rebounded by Gaskell. Star Valley back the other way. Shumway on the outside works it up top to Cash, and they'll slow down the tempo in the half court.
That was a gift for Star Valley.
Here's Hedges, one-on-one on the low block spin. Shot high off the square, too high, no good. Rebound tip to Hannah for the Bronx. Still Jackson up by 2, 16-14. Brunner, step back, three, left wing, got it. And it's a 5-point Bronx lead, 19-14, 6:25 to go in the second.
Bronx 2 of 8 from three. This might shock you, Duke. The Braves have not attempted a three yet.
Hedges up top of the key, works right side to Cash Lancaster. Front of the student section, takes the three, nails the three. He heard ya. Cash with the Western Horn Steakhouse triple.
Cash with 7 points now to lead the team.
Back to a 2-point game, 19-17. Bronx with the lead and the ball. 5:58 to play in the second. Pass up top to Kana. Works it to the right side. Jab step for Keelan. Horsley on him defensively, dumps it off to Barazay. He'll work it to the right wing. Hand off. Brunner goes down the floor, and he's going to be fouled on the baseline. No shot. Stops the clock at 5:45 to go in the second.
First personal on Zane Hedges. First team foul on the Braves here in this second quarter. 5:45 to go.
Hedges subs out. Max Jensen back in. Inbounding is Borchert. He goes to Brunner on the low block spin. Shoot no good. Ball hung on the rim. Rebound tipped to Gaskell. And it's Star Valley basketball down by 2. 5:36 to play in the second period. Shumway thought about a three, but goes to Jensen, takes a three, swishes it. He was wide open on the extra pass from Shumway. And Coach Elliott not happy that his defense didn't close. And the Western Horn Steakhouse triple. Timeout taken by the Bronx. Back at 30 on SVI.
This is your home for Star Valley Braves basketball. Live on SVI Media and Swift 98. All part of the SVI Sports Network.
Back-to-back threes for the Braves has them on top on a 6-0 run, leading 20-19. Cash with the three and Jensen with the three.
Well, the Braves as a team shooting 37% from beyond the arc, and Shumway and Jensen combined come into this game having made 86 of them on the season.
Jackson with the ball. Borchard pulls up the jumper on the baseline and drops in 2. Another lead change. Bronx 21, Star Valley 20. Cash hesitates, drives to the elbow, works it around, up top Horsley. Fakes the three, drives the post to the rim, and it gets stuck between the backboard and the rim. That's a jump ball. And the ball will favor, arrow will favor Jackson.
I'm not sure what that means omen-wise.
5:03 to go in the second. Star Valley will put on a little pressure in the backcourt. Hannah works to Barazay. Round outside, Brunner, a deep three. It was well off the rim, rebounded by Cooper Lancaster. Cooper right side transition three, and it rattles in. Well, a Western Horn Steakhouse triple for Cooper.
Since I said the Braves hadn't attempted a three, they're 3 for 3. from 3 different players.
Lead back to Star Valley by 2, 23-21. Jumper on the baseline missed by the Broncs. Fight for the rebound up in the air, and Jensen will come out with it. Max on the run, goes to Horsley in transition, and it's no good. Hung on the rim, but there is a foul, and Horsley to the Riverside Dental free throw line. He'll have 2 shots off the miss, but the whistle.
It's going to be foul number 2 on Gavin Keelan. First team foul. There's that last shot from Cooper Lancaster, the triple. PJ Horsley to the line for the first time tonight on the season. PJ is an 80% free throw shooter.
First one is good.
I think if he goes under 75%, they kick him out of the house in the Horsley clan.
Don't allow that. No. 4:27 to play in the second. Lead now at 3 with one more shot from the Riverside Dental free throw line. PJ dribbles, sends it away, and knocks it in. 25-21, Star Valley up by 4, their largest lead of the game. Jackson's led by as many as 5. We've had a handful of ties, a whole bunch of lead changes in this one. Midway second period, ball almost stolen by Cash, but off of him and out of bounds.
Boy, we talked to Cash this morning, and he kind of had a look on his face like he was looking forward to this game, and he's really playing well.
Jackson will inbound with Gavin Keelan, front court sideline. By the score table, works to Brunner. Thought about the 3, but no shot. Goes to Keelan, back outside. Fowler drives, kicks out to Hannah. Mid-range jumper off the back rim, no good. Ball tipped, loose. Hannah has it, clears it back up top to reset the offense. Now over to Keelan. He can't drive. Ball tipped and stolen by Max Jensen. Jensen works left side to Cash on the perimeter. Jab right, now left. Spins on the angle drive in the lane. Can't get to the rim. Back out to Jensen. Max will dribble left, go to Gaskell. One-on-one, Gaskell against Berzay, but he lost the ball, recollects it back out to Cash. No shot on the 3. Right side on the wing is Cooper Lancaster. Up top to Jensen, clock down to 3:40 to play in the second. Jensen, 3-ball away, front rimmed it, no good. Loose ball, rebound, and Jensen will have it. Feeds it to Gaskell, and he goes up for the shot. It is good, but they wave it off. A foul on the floor before the shot. It's going to be against Jackson, and Gaskell's gimpy.
Yeah, he took a shot. That must be what they're talking about. Foul is actually going to go against Seb Brunner, his first. Here's that last sequence, Duke. Let's see if we can see it. Kind of maybe got hit in the thigh. I don't know. That hurts.
Well, he got hit. We'll just say he got hit.
Oh,
and
gotcha.
He's out.
I got you.
Inbound play to Cooper, and he goes up on the inbound play and scores with a foul. Cash to Cooper on the inbound play, and the Lancaster brothers have a chance for a 3-point opportunity.
Braves have kind of caught the Bronx napping on the inbound play. 9 points in this half so far for Cooper. And he has a chance to hit double digits and match Andrew Hanna with this free throw.
Largest lead of the game for either team now at 6, with Star Valley up 27-21. Cooper misses the free throw, rebounded by Hanna. Jackson basketball, 3:30 to play in the second. 1 team foul on Star Valley, 3 on Jackson. Brunner bounces down the lane to Hanna, who missed another one on the left post. Rebounded by Cash on the run. He wants to drive baseline, kicks it up top to Cooper. He wants to drive right post, spins down the lane to the rim, and in! Cooper to the glass.
Like I said, that's just a mismatch lengthwise.
And a 3 on the other end, missed. Ball tip, loose rebound out of bounds. It's Star Valley basketball off of Hanna. What a drive by Cooper. Here it is.
Well, he's 6'3", and he's got probably the wingspan of probably a 6'5" player, and he knows how to use every inch of it.
Timeout on the court, back in 60 on SVI.
I'm Duke Dance, and when I take out the garbage, I bag it.
I'm David Kazare, and when I take out the trash, I bag it.
I'm Dal Erickson, and when I take out my trash, I bag it.
Star Valley Disposal appreciates all their customers, especially those that bag their garbage. Remember that even with just a little wind, loose trash can be sent flying all over the place. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com.
I'm Dr. Mark Johnson from Riverside Dental. This has been another milestone year for us. To accommodate our growing practice and our growing community, we've recently brought on Dr. Jorgensen. His addition to our team has allowed us to expand our hours to include Fridays, making us more available than ever before. Here at Riverside, we provide a full range of dental services, including dental implants, wisdom teeth removal, same-day crowns, root canals, and pediatric dentistry. Come join our Riverside family as we help you on your journey to a healthier smile.
After timeout, it is Star Valley basketball with their largest lead of the game for either team, leading 29-21 over Jackson. Max Jensen pull-up jumper on the right elbow, dropped it in for Max, and it's 31-21.
Soft touch for Max. He's got 9 points.
Lead is now 10 in favor of Star Valley. Fowler goes to Brunner, drives, dumps it down to Hannah, spin around layup is in. He won't miss that one off the square. 31-23, Star Valley still leading by 8.
Hannah now at 12 points.
Here's Jensen on the left side angle, drives, tries to go to the rim. He's blocked, swatted by Keelan, and then stolen away by Hedges. Now the ball's on the court. It's going to be a jump ball call. Star Valley was hoping for a travel.
That's still a great hustle from Zane, though, because you get the block and the rebound. There's that potential momentum, and Zane comes in and just squashes it.
So not a jump ball call. Coach...
Excuse me, that's Shumway, not Hedges. I apologize.
Coach Elliott called a timeout to make sure he kept possession there. So 2:18 to go in this second period. Star Valley built a 10-point lead after that first period was back and forth the whole way. And right now, Star Valley up by 8, 31-23. 3 team fouls on the Bronx, 1 team foul on the Braves.
Well, right now the Braves are getting a lot of production from 3 different guys. Cooper has 11, Max has 9, Cash has 7. Meanwhile, the Bronx really leaning on Andrew Hanna. He's got 12.
Gavin Keelan will inbound to Brunner in the backcourt. No pressure put on by the Braves backcourt. Star Valley will set up their defense. Brunner in the front court's left side. Finds Keelan, back to Brunner. Clock rolling down to 2:10 to go in the third. Keelan tries to go inside to Hanna. Little bump, contact, fought through it, missed the shot, has his own rebound, goes up and makes it. Off his own miss, the board and the bucket for Hanna. He has 4 in a row in the last 2 possessions.
14 points, 7 boards already for Hanna.
31-25 and a 6-point Star Valley lead after being up by 10. Cooper again drives, spins back to the right, works against Brunner, missed that shot. Brunner has the rebound, and Seb across the half-court line for the Bronx on the run. Drives in, now comes back to the outside. Up top is Keelan, down the barrel for 3. Off the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound. There's going to be a foul on Star Valley. They'll get Cooper on the rebound foul with 1:36 to play before halftime.
First personal on Cooper. I believe it's a second team foul. 1:36 to go, so free throws haven't even been much of a factor, at least coming off fouls so far today.
Hedges and Gaskell sub back in. Cooper, Shumway, and Jensen also remain on the floor. Inbound outside, toss up top to Hanna. Work left side, extra pass in the corner, back to the left side wing, and no shot. Here's Keelan. Wants to drive, and he is going to be fouled. And Shumway taking a shot to the mouth, but he's going to get the whistle on his end.
And that's what Shumway's trying to lobby to the officials, saying, I got hit in the mouth. And you don't get that call this time, Duke, but you might get it next time.
Shumway stays in, no blood. 1:27 to play in the second. Here's an inbound 3 from Brunner in the left side corner, no good. Backside rebound made by Fowler. He goes down with it and will travel.
He rolled over. You have to call it.
Yeah. There's a look at it on the replay.
It's a heck of a rebound here from Fowler, but once you hit that ground, you roll over like that. Of course, the Jackson crowd probably thinking maybe he got undercut and wanted a foul.
1:21 to play in the second. Star Valley leading by 6. 3 team fouls apiece, 31-25 on the bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Across the half-court line comes Hedges. Zane bounces to Gaskell on the elbow. Hands off to Horsley. Works right side Cooper on the angle. Down into Gaskell. Drives the post, lost his footing and falls, and now he travels. Almost the exact same way, had the ball and rolled.
I'm just going to say almost in the exact same situation. Contact, Gaskell goes to the ground. A lot of contact. He hits the ground and then rolls over. Yeah, you have to call the travel.
1:03 to play in the second. Now the Bronx on the other end. Brunner fakes a 3, passes to Keelan, left corners away, and it's good. The Bronx on an 8-0 run, and it's a 3-point game. A 7-0 run, rather.
To me, the Braves gave way too much respectability to that deep 3 from Brunner. You can't leave Keelan there.
31-28. Down to a 3-point game. Jensen, big shot fake, drive in to the rim, blocked by Hanna. Into the hands of Hedges. Clears it back outside. Cooper, open threes away, right side. No good. Ball tipped, loose, and rebounded by Keelan. Jackson basketball. Brunner with it in the backcourt. Works it across the timeline with 25 seconds to go before halftime. Braves lead by 3. Jackson with the ball. Brunner with 20 seconds. Will step back and burn clock. Keelan. Brunner, 15 seconds. Cooper comes out on him in the circle. Swats the ball but can't get it. Now Keelan drives at 10. Kick into the corner. Clock down to 8. Up on top is Brunner at 7. Drives, has the screen. Kicks it out. 3 ball on the way with 4. Good. Ties the game from Borchert. Three-quarter court shot at the buzzer. Missed by Cooper. And it's halftime tie. Braves had a 10-point lead. Bronx end the half on a 10-0 run. 31-31. Star Valley Health halftime show in Jackson on the SBI Sports Network.
Vail Valley Construction is your local source in Star Valley for quality asphalt paving. Whether it's residential or commercial driveway or parking, Vail Valley will have it done with great service at a great price. To get started, visit availvalley.com.
Plan your next vacation to scenic Star Valley, Wyoming with a luxurious stay at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Enjoy your own comfortable cabin with a soaking tub and top amenities. A hot complimentary breakfast is always included. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
This is Braves basketball and the Star Valley Health halftime show on the SVI Sports Network.
Looking at highlights during halftime coverage from Jackson Hole High School, Braves and Bronx tied at 31-31, and Dallas Star Valley had a 10-point lead. It was 31-21, and then the Bronx rip off 10 right before halftime to tie it up heading into the locker room.
Yeah, they got hot from 3. Gavin Keelan and Mason Borchert hit 3 3-pointers in just about a 3 or 4 minute span to help cut that lead down and erase it going into the locker room.
And as we expected, a tight game here in Jackson. Several ties, several lead changes so far in this one. Let's dive into the score by the numbers with the Battleson brothers. Carpet 1 floor and home halftime battle stats.
Well, first for the Bronx, huge first half for Andrew Hanna. I had him with 14 points and 7 rebounds, 6 of 12 from the field. And I think had he not gotten some help from Keelan and Borchert there late, the Braves would have kept that lead, but that's a big trio of big guys that can score. Those two guys, and Gavin Keelan and Borchert both got going from distance. Keelan finishes the half with 6, Borchert with 5. 3 points for A.J. Fowler. Seb Brunner didn't score, but I had him with 3 assists in that first half. And again, my assist numbers aren't always the most accurate, but I had Jackson with 8 assists in that half and the Braves with 2. So something to think about. Braves 31 points. They spread it around. 11 from Cooper Lancaster, 9 from Max Jensen, 7 from Cash Lancaster, and then 2 points apiece from Simon Gaskell and P.J. Horsley. The Braves 3 of 5 from the three-point line. That's a low attempt number for them on this season to this point. Getting out rebounded 18-11 by the Bronx, and then free throws 4 of 5 there. So shooting good percentages from the three-point line and the free throw line. and did some good things, but the Bronx with the momentum heading into the locker room. That's a look at your halftime battle stats.
Of course, located a block south of the Arch in Afton is Battleson Brothers Flooring. Quality, price, and service. Battleson Brothers, Carpet One, floor, and home. Again, the score tied 31-31 as part of our Star Valley Health halftime show. We gave away a couples combo during the girls' game. Let's see if we can do so again with our halftime trivia. First correct answer will win a couples combo to Star Valley Station in Afton. Phone number is 307-203-4637.
Well, the trivia question tonight, when was the last overtime game between Star Valley and the Jackson boys? 307-203-4637. The first correct answer wins that couples combo from Salt River Cinemas.
Jackson back on the court after a real quick halftime chat. It's 31-31. Star Valley Health halftime show continues on the SVI Sports Network.
I'm Sarah Malik. I've been a phlebotomist at Star Valley Health for 6 years. The lab serves the Alpine Clinic down to Bridger Valley, including the Thane and Cokefield clinics. As a small town community hospital, it really is your friends and neighbors who will be there to take care of you. That's my favorite part about working at the hospital and being a patient there myself, is the professional but community feel. To learn more about the services that we provide, you can visit starvalleyhealth.org.
Down at the creek, Swift Creek Trading, that is.
It's not about selling hats, boots, and jeans.
It's about giving back to our Valley's youth and keeping our heritage and traditions alive.
When you shop at Swift Creek Trading, you help us sustain agriculture.
You help us perform.
You help us compete.
You help us brand our own businesses.
So come on down to the creek.
Swift Creek Trading, that is.
Where your purchase supports us.
Where your purchase supports us.
Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine is committed to building safety at the mine and in the community. Recently, Simplot was awarded the Sentinels of Safety Award from the National Mining Association, while Safety Manager Wampa Roberts was named the Distinguished Safety Professional of the Year. Smoky Canyon Mine's rescue team consistently wins the Simplot Rescue Team competition. Simplot also dedicates resources for their annual Safety Day with area 5th grades. Simplot, bringing safety home.
At the University of Wyoming, ideas come to life. It's where the spirit of innovation and boundless curiosity fuel our hunger for knowledge. It's where the past meets the present and our students shape a brighter future.
I'm a student athlete.
I'm a musician.
I'm a mentor.
And I'm a cowboy.
The world needs more cowboys.
This is the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley Health, advanced, local, personalized. Visit them online at starvalleyhealth.org and download the new MyChart app to securely and conveniently manage your health care. That is starvalleyhealth.org. At the half, the Braves and Bronx are tied in Jackson tonight in this edition of the Snake River Shootout, 31-31. Now let's see how the Braves have done so far with those keys to the game.
Well, key number one was all about the first quarter and matching that first quarter energy. I thought the Braves absolutely did that. We wanted them to defend without fouling. Nobody on the Braves has more than one foul, so I think so far so good there. Looking for 10-plus assists. Now, again, my assist numbers aren't always the best, but I only had Star Valley with 2 assists in that first half. Let's see if they can improve that. Key number 4, 15-plus foul shots, free throws. I've got the Braves 4 of 5, so still some work to do on those keys to the game.
Again, it's tied 31-31 as part of our Star Valley Health halftime show between the home Bronx and the visiting Braves tonight, between Star Valley and Jackson. Let's see if we have a winner of that couples combo and our halftime trivia from Star Valley Station.
Well, the question was, when was the last overtime game between Star Valley and the Jackson boys? And that was the 2015-16 school year, so technically in 2016. And the Braves won that here in Jackson 71-67 in an extra frame.
So 2016 is the answer. Now we had a lot of responses, but only one correct. And so that one is, phone number ends in 3569. 3569. If you said 2016, you were first to say the correct answer. You've won that couples combo courtesy of Star Valley Station and Salt River Cinemas. You can pick up your certificate next week from us at SVI Media. Just stop by the SVI studio and we'll have that certificate for you next week. Almost ready to go in the second half, tied 31-31. You mentioned that Jackson Bronx had all the momentum heading into the locker room. We'll see what happens here to open up the second half of play.
Yeah, we might have to say that matched first quarter intensity is now matched the third quarter intensity as they come out of the locker room and see which team can establish themselves first.
Both teams getting in some last-second conversations before they take the floor. Well, maybe let's take a look at the 4A standings once again on the western side of the state. And Star Valley, of course, with that 3-0 mark right now in the Southwest. Evanston 2-1, Jackson 1-2 with Green River 0-3. So that's currently how things are looking in the Southwest, with just 2 games after this before you head into the regional tournament. On the west side, you can see Riverton and Rock Springs, or the north, Riverton and Rock Springs both at 2-1. All right, here we go, ready to roll. Start of the second half, tied at 31. 2 quarters to go. Star Valley basketball. Max Jensen will inbound first. Backcourt to Cash Lancaster. And the second half is underway in Jackson in the Snake River shootout. A screen set for Horsley. Drives the left post. Can't get to the rim. Back outside Jensen. Up top to Cash. Right side Cooper. Goes to down low to Gaskell. He spins. Shot no good. Brought it back down. Kicked it back out. Jensen drives to the rim, hung in the air and scores. Max for 2 on the dribble drive.
Max knows he's got to do something a little different against the shot blockers, and he does just that. 11 points.
33-31. Star Valley scores first in the half. Step back, but no shot. Go to Brunner, and then Gaskell gets in front of Hannah to knock that one out of bounds on the pass down low.
And Simon went through the whole first half without any fouls, so he's kind of emboldened. He can play a little assertive here.
Brunner inbounds up top. Now Hannah, top of the key. Right side to Brunner on the wing. Clock down to 7:13 in the third. Braves lead by 2. Brunner falling down, hands off to Hannah. Works it over to the left corner to Fowler, who hits the 3. AJ, the triple left side. Bronx lead by 1.
That's why he's in there. He's in there to hit the 3, and he's 2 of 3 tonight.
34-33, 6:55 to go in the third. Ball up top to Cooper, tipped. Cooper had it, and he couldn't save it. Backcourt violation across the timeline. It was tipped by Jackson, but touched by Cooper before it went across the line.
There's that last sequence triple in the corner from A.J. Fowler.
So it's Jackson ball with a 1-point advantage.
I haven't touched on this yet, Duke, but the Black Hole ironically wearing white tonight.
That they are. It's a whiteout for the Jackson student section.
Then they're not the Black Hole.
Here's a dribble drive by Brunner to the rim. Too strong. Gaskell has the rebound. Goes to Jensen, who works it across the half-court line. Max hesitates, drives, stops, turnaround, fadeaway is in. 2 more for Max, and the lead back to the Braves.
13 now for Jensen.
That's a tough shot.
Yeah, it is.
35-34. Braves up by 1. Jackson with the ball, and Simon will try jump in front of Hannah, reach across the body and fouls.
First personal on Simon, first team foul on the Braves. 6:18 in the third.
Simon's second, first personal, first team. 6:18 in third, and now it's a steal by Jensen on the inbound. He goes to the rim, behind the back pass to Cooper in transition, and he's fouled on the shot. Cooper to the Riverside Dental free throw line for 2 attempts. Here's a look at it on the Fall River Propane replay. See Jensen on the steal, behind the back.
That actually is a really good pass. In real time, I wondered if it was a good pass. It was.
And Cooper misses the front end of the free throw.
Cooper 0 for 2 from the line, and both of them have been a little long. He might be a little amped up.
He'll toe the line, shoot it away, missed that one. Goes 0 for 2 on the trip, and it's 35-34. Braves still leading by 1, but the Bronx with the ball. Brunner, free throw line jumper, short, rebounded by Gaskell. Star Valley basketball with the 1-point lead. Jensen across the half-court line. Thought about driving the post, but instead goes outside to Cash. Sets a screen. Cash step back, fakes the 3, but doesn't take the shot. Clock down to 5:46 to go in the third. Right side, now down to Cooper. One-on-one on the block against Brunner. Can't go up. Now he leans into it, fades away, and scores. Patient for Cooper. Lancaster on the low block, and he finds the net.
Well, Hannah came over to block, and then Cooper hesitated, so he went back to his assignment, and then Cooper went back to it.
5:30 to play in the third. Braves now leading by 3, 37-34. Hannah, top, right side over to Brunner. Has a screen, drives but no shot. Comes back outside to Borchard. Up top again, Brunner. He'll have a screen. Takes the 3, no good. Fight for the rebound, saved by Jackson, but tipped, loose. And now Hannah recollects, and Hannah will score. Down to a 1-point game again, 37-36. Cash drive, stops, bounces back outside. Jensen, he'll drive to the hole, left side, scoop shot, no good. Rebounded by Hannah. Jackson on the run, down low to Fowler, and scores. AJ in transition to retake the lead, 38-37. Timeout taken by Coach Shumway. 4:46 to play in the third. Back in 30 with the SVI Sports Network.
I believe.
I believe.
I believe that we.
I believe that we.
I believe that we will win. 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 I believe that we.
The SVI Sports Network returns now with more live coverage of Star Valley High School sports.
Both Jackson and Star Valley with 4 timeouts remaining, 4:46 to go in the third, and a 1-point Jackson lead, up 38-37, 1 foul each team.
Fowler with 8 points now, and on that last sequence, the prior sequence to that, Andrew Hannah with the rebound and the bucket. He's got a double-double now, 16 and 10.
Cash Lancaster across the half-court line for the Braves. Goes to Gaskell, hands off to Horsley, dribbles to the right side and throws it away. Horsley tried to bounce to Cooper. He went right. Cooper went the other way. Unforced turnover on the Braves.
That's disappointing and frustrating for the staff. You come out of a timeout and do that.
Horsley will take a quick sub out. Shumway subs in. 4:35 to play in the third. Jackson back with the ball in that 1-point lead. Brunner. Front court, now elbow to Hannah. Back outside to Burchard. He'll stop. Work to Keelan, top of the key. Jensen's on him. Now right to Fowler. Jackson working the outside perimeter. Brunner in the circle. 4:14 to play in the third and counting. Brunner drives the left post. Cash stays with him, pokes the ball. Brunner recollects, shoots it, missed it. Ball tipped, rebounded by Hannah. Outside to Burchard. Takes the baseline, Jay. Good.
That's kind of his sweet spot. That mid-range jumper from the wing, Borchard, he's got 7 points now.
Cooper on the outside with 3:53 to play in the third.
I say he did that quite a bit in Afton.
Jensen works to Cooper, tests the angle, nothing. 3:44 and counting in the third. Braves trail by 3, 40-37. Now an open lane for Jensen, but he can't hit the shot. Rebounded by Jackson in transition. They go right side and a tough pass stolen by Cooper. Braves basketball back the other way. Cooper hesitates, drives, puts on the Jets, goes up, blocked, but fouled. And again, Cooper Lancaster to the Riverside Dental free throw line with the clock at 3:26 remaining in the third.
They're going to whistle Seb Brunner for his second. 2 team fouls on the Bronx with 3:26 to go. This was on the shot. So Cooper to the line, and on the season, Cooper 60% free throw shooter, but tonight he's 0 for 3.
Shots up, shots good, made that one. Dayton Schwab subs into the game for Cash Lancaster. Also, we'll see Bryson Nild come in for Gaskell.
So we saw this earlier in the first half. Bryson does a little more fronting on Hannah.
Cooper's second free throw, too strong, no good. Rebounded by Borchard, and it's Jackson basketball with a 2-point advantage. Borchard on the right corner, up top to Brunner. Back to Borchard, step back three, Keelan rather, step back three's missed. Ball tipped into the hands of Hannah. He wants to go back up with it, but it's swatted. Loose ball in the court, picked up by Shumway. He's on the run. It's a 2-on-2 break. Back outside. Here's a 3-ball. Schwab hits it off the bench. Dayton Schwab, the Western Horn Steakhouse triple down the barrel. And then down the court to Hannah. Shot fake, gets the defense up in the air and they fall down on him. That'll be a non-shooting foul. But how about Schwab cold off the bench for 3?
And Shumway's the one that kept that one going. It's a great shot from Schwab, though. The Braves needed it.
Braves up by 1, 41-40, 2:56 to play in the third.
They came down on Hannah, the second personal on Cooper.
Brunner lobs up top to Fowler, back to Brunner in the left side corner. Tries to go inside, and they'll get Schwab trying to reach in for the steal. That'll be a foul on the Braves with 2:52 to go in the third.
First personal on Dayton. Third team foul on the Braves.
Seb Brunner inbounds baseline for the Bronx. Up to Burchard, now to Hanna, right to Keelan. Extra pass now in the corner to Brunner. Spin to Hanna, now Fowler, jumper on the post, no good. Rebounded by Keelan, put back, no good. Fight for the board, Keelan will have it, spin, shoot, no, but a foul. A lot of offensive rebounds for the Bronx offense, and they go to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
Another whistle on Schwab, his second and the fourth team foul now. This was on the shot, so Keelan to the line for the first time tonight on the season. He is a 68% free throw shooter.
2:37 to play in the third. Free throws good. We're tied at 41-41.
Need to mention these are the WyoPreps.com stats. The Bronx haven't been to the line much. They're 3 for 3 now as a team tonight.
Jensen for the lead from the line. Got it. 42-41. Bronx up. Braves with the ball. 2:34 to play in the third after another lead change. Schwab runs the offense from the circle. Now dribbles left side wing. Deep, passes to Shumway. Top of the key, right side to Jensen. Has a screen from the left elbow. Drives the post. No shot. Lob back outside Cooper on the left wing. 2:18 to go in the third. And Star Valley working the perimeter again. Schwab to Jensen. Max will take a few dribbles. Look down the defense. Pull up three. Too strong, no good. Rebounded by Schwab. Dribble, spins, kick out. Three on the way from Nield. No good. Rebounded this time by Brunner. Jackson basketball. Brunner throws it away in a half-court pass. Easily stolen by Shumway. He wants to go right side. Dumps to Jensen. Goes up strong. No good. Missed it. Hanna with the rebound. Jackson basketball. 1:50 to play in the third and a 1-point Bronx lead. 42-41 Brunner. Hanna now drives and no good. Tried to sidestep.
They didn't call anything.
A lot of contact and nothing. Star Valley on the rebound. Shumway transition three. Good!
Wow, what a sequence that was.
No call on the other end as Hanna went in, and Shumway gets a Western Horn Steakhouse triple in transition.
Again, it's one of those things you think it's a block or a charge, and it's neither.
Here's Keelan to answer, and he does. Back and forth we go in Jackson. Another three for the Bronx, and the lead back to Jackson, 45-41.
Keelan 3 of 6 from distance. He's got 11 points.
1:13 to play in the third. Nield tries to go down low to Cooper, but he can't handle it. Ball almost out of bounds, but it's saved by Jackson, but loose ball picked up by Jensen. Star Valley basketball. Cooper, right side, Schwab, corner, threes away. Got it again!
Wow!
2 for Dayton off the bench. Another Western Horn Steakhouse triple.
Credit Schwab for being ready when he came into this game.
50 seconds to play in the third. Braves by 2. Pull up Jay for the left elbow. No good. Rebounded. Tipped to Jensen. Star Valley basketball with a 2-point lead. 40 seconds to go in the third period. Max Jensen steps back, runs the half-court set now. Dayton Schwab on the right side angle. Bounces down to Cooper. Has a step and an easy finger roll in. Seb Brunner fell down on defense. Cooper open. It's a 4-point Star Valley lead.
And the assist to Schwab.
25 seconds to go in the third period. Jackson now trailing by 4 with the ball. Star Valley on defense. Jackson will slow down the tempo. Schwab goes for the steal, won't get it. Pass left side, now corner 3. Here's Burchard, no good. And ball tipped, outside Brunner, 3's away for him. Off the mark, no good. Ball tipped, loose, saved by Jackson. No, he doesn't save it, steps on the line. And it's Star Valley basketball, 5.5 seconds remaining in the third.
It's been a tough night for Brunner, Duke. He is 0 for 7 from 3 and 0 for 6 inside of 3.
Star Valley with 5.5 to go. Cash Lancaster takes the dribble. Brunner on him in the backcourt. Brunner picks his pocket. 1 second. Goes to the rim at the buzzer and scores. They count it. Or will they? No signal. No signal. Did he get it? I think he did. No score on the clock though. Officials are going to say yes. Brunner gets the score right at the buzzer. Officials giving the points, and it's 49-47, Braves by 2. Get ready for a Mountain Valley Mountain Mattress Company fourth quarter back in 30 on SBI.
Whether it's staying in touch with family, entertaining the kids, or connecting with your favorite sports team, Silver Star helps unlock the moments you live for. Connect to what matters most without lag, buffering, or dropped connections. Visit silverstar.com and discover frustration-free Wi-Fi from Silver Star today.
On the SVI Sports Network, this is Braves Basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
Seb Brunner gets the steal right before the end of the third and drops in 2 points to make it a 2-point game. As you look at some of the highlights of this one, heading into the Mountain Valley Mattress Company fourth quarter, Braves lead it by 2, 49-47. It's going to be Jackson basketball as well. So that was a huge play for Brunner.
Yeah, kind of a chance to steal an extra possession there.
8 minutes to go in the game. 49-47, Star Valley on top. Jackson will inbound backcourt to Brunner. Comes across the half-court line, has the screen. Cash stays with him. Picks up his dribble and works to Keelan in the circle. Hannah on the elbow, pulls up the jumper from there and scores. Gaskell didn't come quite out on him because he was deep, but he drained it.
Hannah now with 18 points, 13 rebounds.
49-49, another tie game. 7.5 to go. Cash Lancaster finds Shumway. Gaskell on the elbow, back to Shumway, drives and had the ball, it'll travel. Extra steps and a travel for Shumway with 7:23 to go in the game.
Dylan trying to draw a foul, didn't get what he wanted. Bronx with some mo.
49-49, Jackson basketball. Looking for another lead change. Here's Brunner on the elbow, ball poked away and loose, taken away by Shumway. Bounce out in front to Cash, and it's stolen in transition. Loose ball picked up by the Bronx. They go down to Hannah. He'll let the offense come down the court to find him. Hannah on the perimeter. Bounces to Keelan, drives the lane, goes to the rim, shot no good. Rebounded by Neal, Star Valley basketball. Schwab, he'll try to thread the needle, but it's a kickball off of Jackson. Stays with Star Valley, they'll inbound on the side. Oh, actually inbound baseline. 6:50 to go, tied still at 49-49. Fourth quarter, no fouls on either team at this point in the fourth. Cash Lancaster baseline inbound. Goes to Gaskell, collects it on the perimeter. Up top to Schwab, left side down Neild. Neild goes to Gaskell, one-on-one in the lane, spins, double team, kick out, Neild open three, yes! Bryson Neild gets a triple, and it's a 52-49 lead.
You can't say enough about the bench players coming in, being ready to shoot. We saw Schwab do it, and now Neild's doing it.
Now Jackson looks to answer. Brunner in the lane, has the ball stolen, and a foul as Gaskell and Brunner get tied up, and they're going to get Brunner on the foul.
Third personal on Seb. First team foul in the Bronx with 6:23 to go. Here's that Fall River Propane replay. You can see Gaskell finding Bryson Neild in the corner for that triple.
Here's Dayton Schwab to inbound in front of the student section in Jackson.
He's getting all kinds of advice there from the students.
Helpful, I'm sure. 6:20 to go in the game. Braves by 3 with the ball. Cash Lancaster, left side wing. Up top to Schwab. He'll dribble to the right, hand off Shumway. Has a screen set there. Comes over the left side, down the post, in the lane, and blocked at the rim. Rebound to Jackson. Brunner, shake and bake to the rim. Kick out and a nice pass shot, no good. But there is a foul. What a pass from Brunner to Barazay. And it's going to be a foul on Star Valley to put Barazay to the line.
Dayton Schwab's going to pick up his third. First team foul. 6:01 to go. Barazay to the line. On the season, he's only shot 4 attempts.
First free throw, no good.
He's 1 of 4. Again, that's not really a sample size. We know what kind of free throw shooter he is, but that one's no good, as you said.
52-49. Star Valley still by 3. Barazay's second attempt is away, no good. Rebounded though by Keelan on the post, kick out to Fowler. He tries to go down to Hannah, but it's stolen away by Gaskell. Simon on the steal, Star Valley basketball, still with that 3-point lead. 5:50 to go in the game. Cash drives right post, has a shot fake, can't go up with it, kicks out to Neild. Bryson faked the 3, back to Cash on the outside. 5:40 to go in the fourth. Braves lead 52-49. Cash resets the offense, 1 team foul each right now in the fourth. Cash, step back, 3, takes a shot, he hits it! Cash Lancaster, a Western Horn Steakhouse triple.
He hit one of those in the first quarter to kind of set the tone. He hadn't shot another one till now. He's got 10.
Braves lead by 6. Deep 3 from Brunner to answer. Off the rim, no good. Basketball up by 6,
Boy.
trying to make this a 3-possession
On
game.
Coach Elliott, that's not the time for that shot.
Max Jensen passes over to Cash Lancaster. Clock down to 5:08 to go. Braves bounce to Gaskell outside the lane. Pass back up to Neal. Hand off to Cash. Drives in the right post. Dumps it down to Gaskell and lays it in left hand. Great ball movement off a big screen up top.
Absolutely beautiful pass from Cash Lancaster.
Timeout taken by Coach Elliott and the Jackson Bronx. Braves open up another nice lead by 8, 57-49 in Jackson. And another Snake River shootout on the SBI Sports Network.
Live coverage of Star Valley High School sports is provided by The Right Company. HTC Siding and Gutters, no job too big or too small. Red Tail Therapy, strength for everyone. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Quality Quick Lube, where quality comes quick. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
Your leader for live coverage of Star Valley High School sports. This is the SBI Sports Network.
Highlights after the timeout. There's that great pass from Cash to Gaskell for 2, and the Braves lead by 8, 57-49. A nice run here for Star Valley. 4:48 to go in the game. It is Jackson basketball. Here's Borchard. Has the ball stripped loose, picked up by Cash for the steal. Cash on the run, has Jensen bounce pass to the rim, up and in. Another great assist from Cash. The bounce pass in transition from the half-court line. Lead back to 10 for the second time of the game. Last time it was here, Jackson went on a 10-0 run to tie it back up. And there's going to be a foul and just an official's timeout. A little moisture right in front of the Jackson
Your leader
bench.
for live
Or just flat out water. I don't know what it is. Something slippery, though. Here's that last sequence on your Fall River propane replay. Great bounce pass. Sometimes you see kids overuse the bounce pass. That's a great example of how to use it right there.
4:24 remaining in this one. Braves open up a 10-point lead for the second time today.
The Jackson bench having a sneaker party over here. They're making sure that spot is not slippery.
Lots of towels. Someone must have spilled
maybe,
a cup of water.
Maybe, yeah, that's what I was just thinking. But yeah, it's good that they're paying this much attention to it because, man, the way this game's going, you hit that going full speed, you'll split your head open, which we've seen. Remember the pineapple game?
The pineapple game, yes. That happened on this court. Uh-huh. All right, Jackson basketball. Resuming play. Brunner up top. Keelan. Now Fowler. Back to Keelan, top of the key, fakes a 3, drives to the elbow, down the post, leans into a shot, and good. Big drive for Gavin Keelan down the right side. That ends the Star Valley run, and it's an 8-point game.
13 for Gavin Keelan. He always seems to play really well against the Braves.
4 minutes remains in the game. 59-51, one foul each team. Gaskell on the left elbow, goes to Schwab. Another 3 off the mark this time, and a rebound foul on Cooper. He goes up and bumps Keelan. Stops the clock at 3:50 to go. Third personal on Cooper. Second team foul on the Braves. Jackson basketball down 8. 59-51. Brunner in the front court for Star Valley. Lobs to Hannah on the free throw line. Now he'll drive, he'll turn, he'll spin, and missed the shot. Fight for the rebound out of bounds. Star Valley Jackson basketball. Stops the clock at 3:36 to go in the fourth. Braves still lead by 8. Jackson will inbound baseline. Borchard outside. Keelan 3 on the inbound play, no good. But it's rebounded by Borchard. He'll clear it out to Hannah. Baseline mid-range. Now Keelan, 3-ball left wing, good. Gavin Keelan a 3 that time, and we're down to a 5-point game. And once again, Jackson answering.
Borchard, 4 of 8 from 3. You just can't give him extra opportunities out there the way he shoots it.
Brunner, a foul in the backcourt, reaching across the body of Schwab. And Schwab comes out of the game after some huge minutes off the bench. Horsley comes in.
Dylan, 3 points. Six, excuse me.
59-54, 3:14 to go in the game. Star Valley basketball with a 5-point lead. Gaskell in the lane. Double team. Now he goes up left hand. Strong and good off the square. What a big shot for Simon. Left hand hook away from the rim. Full timeout taken by Coach Shumway. 61-54 Braves. 3:06 to go in the game. Back after this on SBI.
Treat yourself to a luxurious staycation with a cozy cabin getaway at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton. Get the locals discount by using promo code SVI Local. Every cabin has its own oversized soaking tub, big screen TV, fireplace, and includes free breakfast. Or upgrade to the cozy couples cabin with your own jetted jacuzzi tub. Find luxury right here with a staycation at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Use promo code SVI Local for the locals only discount.
My best friend just had a birthday party at the Fun Zone in Afton. It was so cool. We got to play basketball, ping pong, and foosball. We were able to bring our own Nerf guns and even watched a movie on a giant projector screen. For my next birthday, I want to have my party at the Fun Zone too. Mom said the Fun Zone will also work great for my sister's wedding reception in a few months and next summer's family reunion. For reservations, visit svfunzone.com.
You're watching Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson on the SVI Sports Network.
Few highlights coming after timeout. 3:06 to go in the fourth period. Braves leading 61-54. Cash Lancaster putting on just a little backcourt pressure just to make sure Seb Brunner knows he's in the game.
And just a reminder, that was Brunner's fourth foul with just under 3 to go.
2:53 remaining and counting. Here's Brunner, open three, takes a shot, hit it. Seb the triple. Lead down to 4, 61-57.
Well, Duke, he was 0 for 8 from distance before that one.
Great pass to Horsley, but he can't hold the ball, does save it out of bounds, but into the hands of Keelan for the Bronx. Keelan, transition jumper on the elbow, left it short, rebounded by Jensen. Max Jensen out in front to Cash. Tough pass, tipped out of bounds by Brunner. It's going to stay with Star Valley in front of their own bench.
There's that last sequence. They leave Brunner alone, and he makes him pay for it.
2:26 to go in the game. Max Jensen will inbound. Goes to Cash. Has it on the right side. Now Jensen faked the shot, drove in to the lane. No, but a foul.
Coach Elliott wanted to travel on that drive. Did not get his wish. The foul is going to go against Mason Borchert. That's his third. And the third team foul with 2:18 to go. Jensen's free throw is good. First time he's been there tonight. Max, just another ho-hum 16-point night.
Yeah. 62-57. Crowd comes alive on the second attempt, but he drains it.
Those are big.
63-57, 2:15 to go in the game. Braves back by 6. 3 team fouls on Jackson, 2 on Star Valley. Hannah on the perimeter for the Bronx. Goes to Brunner. Thought about the three, doesn't take it. Has a screen. Defense picks him up. Bounces right side. Keelan threes away. Too strong, no good. Rebound tipped. Loose. Picked up by Jackson. Brunner another deep three. Good again. Off the offensive rebound. Back to a 3-point game. 7, another big one for downtown.
Brunner ice cold coming into the end of this game. He's heating up at the right time.
Here's Cash Lancaster on the right side in Jackson. Cash, he'll take the three, no good. Rebounded by Jackson. Borchard with the board, and it's Brunner across half court. 1:30 to go in a one-possession game. 63-60 Braves on top. Bronx with the ball. A pick and roll down to Hannah is good for 2.
Hannah now with 20 points.
1-point game, 1:18 to go. 63-62. Timeout call by Coach Shumway and the Braves. 3 team fouls on Jackson, 2 on Star Valley, and we're down to a 1-point game. Back in 60 on the SVI Sports Network.
B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on. It's sale time at Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home in Afton. Stop by the showroom located half a block south of the Elkhorn Arch and take advantage of carpet, pad, and labor for only $2.99 per square foot. LVP is also on sale with the product available for $2.99 per square foot. Battleson Brothers also has carpet remnants available. That's Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home, open in Afton, just south of the Arch.
Price, quality, service. Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Your leader for live coverage of Star Valley High School sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
Couple highlights as Star Valley will have the ball on the inbound play after their own timeout. 1 point lead for the Braves. 1:10 to go in the game. Cash Lancaster on the outside, shake and bake, no shot. Bounces back to Jensen. He'll reset the offense. Defense is out on him. Jensen drives and he's fouled on the floor. Just the 4th team foul on Jackson. Next one puts the Braves in the bonus with 63 seconds remaining.
It's going to be foul number 3 on Keelan. As you mentioned, team foul number 4. So if you're the Braves, you can draw one more. That's going to make things, give you a few more options.
Cash Lancaster inbounds up top to Simon.
There it is.
And there's a foul away from the ball. That was called for the baseline official.
That's calling it on the pick, though, yeah, on Andrew Hanna. Just his second, but that's the 15 foul, so they should be shooting here, correct?
Yeah, did they not put the foul on the board?
There was 4.
There was 4, now it should be 5. Unless.
Yeah.
Okay, so they did get it corrected.
There's times when, the people at the table, maybe they put something up real quick or maybe not as quick, and sometimes we see it. And so you get a little off that way, but we've been watching like hawks on that one.
It's interesting as Simon Gaskell goes to the free throw line. He's going to take these 2 shots. First is away, no good. I think that was intentional by Matt Elliott to get those 2 fouls on the free throws because he was adamant. Coach Elliott was adamant that was a 5th foul. He wanted Gaskell on the line to take these shots.
Well, Simon, 42%.
Missed them both, so it pays off. 60 seconds to go. It's a 1-point game, and Jackson gets the ball back. So the strategy works for Coach Elliott. Jackson down by 1 with the ball. Keelan on the left side. 46 seconds and counting. Keelan still on the perimeter. Now Brunner in the circle. He takes a 3. Got it again. Seb gives the Bronx the lead after another monster 3 deep. Timeout again by Coach Shumway. 30.9 to go. And Seb Brunner is ice cold right now. Bronx lead it by 2, 65-63, back in 30.
So my name is Jen Johnson, and I'm the head teller here at the bank. So I really enjoyed getting to know the people that work here. I feel like we're a really good team. I've made some friendships here. I feel like we're all really supportive of each other. And I feel valued as a team member, and those efforts are recognized and appreciated. When you call the Bank of Star Valley, you talk to one of us. You don't get a call center in another state, you don't get an automated system. It's one of us that are there to help you.
The SVI Sports Network returns now with more live coverage of Star Valley High School sports.
We promised you a good game, and here we go. 30 seconds remains. Jackson by 2 after some Seb Brunner 3-point shots fall. 30.9 to go. Everybody on their feet, and Jackson hole high. Braves with the ball, trailing by 2. 65-63. Star Valley is in the bonus. Here's Jensen. He drives to the rim. Nobody's fouled. Stops the clock at 22 seconds remaining. And Max Jensen, a great shooter, to the line, and will have 2 attempts from the Riverside Dental free throw line.
That'll be foul number 4 on Mason Borchert. Jensen 2 for 2 tonight. 17 points in the game.
Hits the first amongst the loud crowd, and it's a 1-point difference. 65-64. This one for the tie. Max on the line. Calm, cool, and collected. Ties it. but Jackson with the ball. Still 20 seconds to go. Tied at 65. Bronx will have a chance to win it on their home court. 16 seconds. Brunner, 15, now 13. Cash on him. Brunner makes a move. 10 seconds to go. Tied at 65, 9 seconds. Here's Brunner, has a screen, takes the three for the win. Missed it. Rebounded by Jackson. Blocked by Shumway and out of bounds. 2.1 seconds to go and a timeout taken by the Bronx. 65-65. Brunner missed that one, but it was rebounded, I believe, by Borchard. Here's a look at it again. Yeah, Borchard on the rebound and knocked out by Shumway.
Boy, that could have, you could make an argument that was a jump ball.
Jackson will have it on their baseline. 2.1 seconds remaining in the game. So the Bronx will have a chance to either win or we go to OT.
For the first time.
65.
For the first time since 2016, perhaps.
That's right. This is fun.
It's been a very entertaining game. Andrew Hanna, 20 points, 13 boards. Keelan with 18. Brunner, as I said, he was ice cold. He hit 3 threes in a row to give his team the lead. Braves have gotten 19 from Jensen, 16 from Cooper, 10 from Cash.
Here we go. Bronx break their huddle. 2.1 to go. We'll see what Coach Elliott has drawn up here to try and win on their home court in front of their own student section. Seb Brunner will inbound.
Only 2 team fouls for the Braves, so they can be very aggressive here.
That's true. And it looks like we're going to have Coach Shumway getting some sort of explanation here from the official and at the score table. He maybe has a discrepancy on some subs, maybe. Coach Elliott at the score table as well. And
I'm not saying anything, but this is the last point you want to have a technical in the scorebook.
The officials are going to call everybody back over. And a timeout has been called.
So you see it sometimes where, they'll have the wrong number on the scorebook or something like that, and then there's a technical. Can you imagine if something like that happened here?
Right. So that's the final timeout taken for Jackson. Comes with 2.1 seconds remaining.
Well,
and if that is what happened, great heads up move by Coach Shumway to bring that to the attention of the official. That's assuming that's what happened.
Yeah, and it may just be a question. They'll say, oh, okay, it's this. But right now, the Bronx 11 of 29 from 3. 4 of them from Keelan, 3 from Brunner. Andrew Hanna with the double-double.
2.1 seconds on the clock. You made a good point, Dallas. Star Valley only with 2 fouls in this quarter and nobody in foul trouble, so they can really use that to their advantage and foul right on the inbound play.
But the last thing you want to do is foul on the act of shooting.
Correct.
Of course.
But if you foul right on the inbound, you got 2 fouls to give here.
You could kind of break up this 2 seconds in a couple of different ways.
All right, here we go. Brunner again on the baseline. He'll inbound for the Bronx with 2.1 to go in a tie game. It is on the Jackson side of the floor. Officials telling Brunner he is not allowed to move. He said, you will stay here.
Even I understood that one.
Yes, he has to stay. Brunner inbounds outside Keelan. Puts up the shot. No good at the buzzer. And we go to overtime. Not a clean look for Keelan on the inbound. The defense was there.
Man.
And after all the lead changes, after all the ties, we are tied after regulation.
Why not?
And we go to overtime, and you look at the end of this game down, the last point scored by Star Valley, free throws from Max Jensen.
Yeah.
So in retrospect, you said those were big at the time, even more so now. Back in 30 seconds, overtime in the Snake River Shootout, live on the SVI Sports Network.
Don't you just love going to Caribou Ford in the winter?
It's right in the middle of Eastern Idaho Playground, over Fish Creek Summit. Just beautiful.
By the fishing hole.
Might as well stop for a little soak on the way home.
We're Caribou Ford with the famous warranty forever.
And we're still keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
This is your home for Star Valley Braves basketball, live on SVI Media and Swift 98, all part of the SVI Sports Network.
Teams will jump for the ball again in overtime. The fouls do not reset. So Star Valley remains in the bonus.
And some foul trouble for the Bronx. Brunner has 4. Borchert has 4. Nobody for the Braves has more than 3. Cooper Lancaster and Dayton Schwab each have 3.
Gaskell and Borchert will go for the jump ball. 4 possession in overtime. Whistle, ball, loose. Jackson will have it. 4 minutes again. Tied at 65. Brunner lost the ball, recollected, dumped it over to Fowler. Back to Brunner, open 3, left wing. Missed it. Rebounded by Cooper. Lost it out of bounds. Stays with Jackson. Looked like it was tipped out of his hand and then hit his foot on the way down. Stays with the Bronx on their end after the miss from Brunner. 3:45 to go in overtime.
Bronx 11 of 31 from distance tonight.
Hannah on the free throw line, back to the backboard, works over to Fowler. Top of the key and hands off to Brunner. He'll reset the offense, clock down to 3:35 to go in overtime. Brunner working against Cash. Cash is on him defensively, forces the ball over to Hannah. Back to Brunner, dribble shot in the paint, missed a shot, up and no good off the tip. Rebounded by Jensen. Max quickly down the court. Jensen can't get to the rim, will slow down and reset the offense outside with a pass to Cash. Coach Shumway says, back up, call it play, run the set. 3:14 to go in overtime. Gaskell on the elbow, hands off Jensen, no shot, up from 3, spins in the lane, puts up the tough layup, no good, rebounded by Jackson. Board to Gavin Keelan. We stay tied at 65. 3 minutes to go. Brunner hesitates, drives, kick out. Keelan for 3, no good. Rebounded by Hannah, but poked loose, but picked up by Keelan. He has it again, kicked it outside to Brunner. He'll take the 3, got it. Seb Brunner another triple, this one in overtime to get the Bronx a 68-65 lead.
He has 14 points. He's 4 of 14 from the arc.
2:35 to go in overtime. Cooper, he's in the lane, tries to back down the defense, spin, shot, good. Makes it a 1-point difference, 68-67, Bronx on top.
18 now for Cooper Lancaster, but it'd been a while since he had scored.
Keelan in the front court now for the Bronx. Brunner sets the offense, Cash stays right with him. Pivoting, and loose ball picked up by Borchard. 2:10 to go in overtime. Brunner again, Cash Lancaster again right on him. Forces the ball to Hannah on the perimeter. Fowler outside. Clock hits 2 minutes to go. Hannah on the baseline. Gaskell's on him defensively. And he drives. Baseline pass to Borchard for 3 is good. Left corner. And another triple. The lead is 4. Bronx on top, a minute 48 in OT. Cash in the lane, travels. Pivot foot drug. Braves turn it over. And Bronx with a huge possession here down the stretch, a minute 45 to go. Shumway subs out, Neal subs in.
And you might see Coach Shumway do a little offense-defense here. Bryson in for defense. Dylan will come back in to shoot that 3.
They're going to switch up the defense, go to a full-court trap. Bronx have it in the backcourt. Brunner across the timeline and a block call on Cash Lancaster as Brunner was coming down the court. Stops the clock at a minute 39. Fifth or overtime, 71-67. Jackson leading by 4.
Second personal on Cash Lancaster. Third team foul on the Braves.
Dicey situation here for Star Valley. They got to get a stop here. And the officials confirming something here, not sure what. 1:39 to go in overtime. Fowler will inbound from the front court far side. Looking back court to Brunner. Clock is rolling at 1:35 to go in OT. Braves trailing by 4. Really need a stop here. 1 foul to give for Star Valley. And of course, Jackson going to milk some clock down with the lead. Keelan, front court to Brunner. Has a screen, double teamed. Ball almost stolen, loose. Diving on it. Ball loose, and it's going to be a timeout called by Jackson.
I don't know how you can give him that. Thought that was going to be a jump ball, but Andrew Hannah actually gets up, holding his shoulder.
That keeps possession for the Bronx. Coach Shumway out on the court irate. He thought it was a jump. Official will give him an explanation, and the timeout there in time. 1:14 to go. Shumway's hot, his team down by 4. Take a 30-second break on the SVI Sports Network.
You're watching Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson on the SVI Sports Network.
Coming out of the Jackson timeout, that's their last in overtime. 1:14 to go. Bronx basketball leading Star Valley by 4 in Jackson, 71-67. A.J. Fowler inbounding backcourt, Star Valley on the press. They find Brunner, Cash Lancaster on him. Jensen comes to help. Now it's stolen by Gaskell. Look out! And he just lays it in. Goes for the easy 2. It's probably a smart move. Jackson now, they have a press. Kick it left side corner. Defense closes, no shot. Bronx with a 2-point lead, 53 seconds to go. Open shots and then a foul on Star Valley to stop the clock as it was rolling down. Here's a look at that steal and score for Simon.
Yeah, considering the dunk he had last weekend, I think people wouldn't have blamed him for throwing that down, but you know what? He made sure he's got the 2 points. That's the number one thing.
Take the points, absolutely. 49 seconds to go, and another quick foul on the inbound.
That's a little interesting to me. Braves obviously are going to putting the Bronx to the line so they can get the ball back with 48 seconds left.
It's interesting. This is the exact same strategy Coach Elliott used at the end of regulation.
Keelan up to the line. He's 2 for 2. And on the season, 68% free throw shooter.
In a 2-point game, 2 shots from the line. 48.5 remains. First shot, short, no good. Keelan will have another. Both teams in the bonus. Jackson leading 71-69. 48 seconds remains. Shot, good. 3-point game. Star Valley basketball. Cooper Lancaster to Cash. 45 seconds and counting. Cash calls the plays. He comes across the half-court line. Picked up by Brunner. 38 seconds. Cash makes a move, finds the seam, angle drive, no good. Got his rebound. Putback is in.
Wow.
A board and a bucket off his own miss and a timeout taken by Star Valley. 33 seconds remains. 72-71.
You know, I like that because the Braves are a good 3-point shooting team, but a lot of times in these situations you can draw an and one, and Cash didn't get the and one that time, but there was pretty close to getting some contact enough for one. Here it is again on your Fall River Propane replay. And it said some body contact, and boy, great job of Cash to get those points because, like I said, it gives you some options now. 33.3 seconds left, just a 1-point game.
Both teams again in the bonus. Jackson ahead, 72-71. This has been back and forth the whole game. Star Valley's had a 10-point lead twice in this game.
Yeah.
And both times Jackson stormed back. Several ties, several lead changes.
Well, I've got the Bronx with 13 made threes on 37 attempts.
Wow.
But that's 35%, so it's worth, that 33.3% threshold. They're above that, so those are good shots. Or at least over the course of a game, you can argue taking that many.
Star Valley, of course, will go full court press coming out of the timeout. And Hannah is going to be able to run the baseline. Coach Elliott has everybody on the baseline. Hannah will inbound. Bounces to Brunner. He'll hold it. Double team, but no foul. And there it is. Now with 30 seconds remaining. And that will put Brunner to the free throw line in a 2-point game, in a 1-point game.
And that's probably not who you want there if you're the Braves. 80% free throw shooter. Brunner has made more free throws than any other Bronx this season.
He'll need to hit both to make it a three-point game.
He has not been there tonight. So this will be his first 2 attempts.
Hanna and Keelan on the post for the Bronx. Neild and Gaskell down low for the Braves. Jensen and Cooper on the high post with Cash Lancaster running point in the front court. Free throws good for Brunner. Seb hits it to make it a 2-point game.
15 points for Brunner, 5 rebounds. I've got him with 5 assists. He may very well have more than that.
And officials will blow the whistle, and not sure why. Well, they have a sub at the table, but he's in for the shooter, so they don't sub him. Missed the second free throw, rebounded by Simon.
And a foul on Hanna. Wow. That's, you know what? That might be kind of the old hack-a-shack here.
Yep.
Gonna send Hanna to the line, Simon to the line, and 42%. He's 0 for 2.
Absolutely. So Coach Elliott saying anytime Simon gets the ball, put him on the line.
Well, Simon can make him look foolish if he hits them both.
It's a 2-point game. Simon from the Riverside Dental free throw line misses the first.
You'd like to get at least one of these.
Still just a 2-point game. Again, both teams in the bonus. 28.5 remains in overtime. Missed them both. Fight for the rebound, and it's going to be out of bounds. Jackson basketball. Cooper was there fighting for the board with Gavin Keelan. Cooper last to touch. Dayton Schwab's going to sub into the game for Jensen. And Star Valley will have to foul again, down by 2. Fowler will inbound. Full court press put on by the Braves. Fowler looking, and it's tipped out of bounds, trying to go to Brunner, but tipped out by Neild. 26.7 seconds in overtime. Jackson leading by 2, 73-71. Now they'll inbound from the sideline corner. Has the ball, finds Brunner. Cash is with him. Brunner slips. Cash has the steal. Goes to Cooper, and they're going to call him out of bounds. Cash thought he had the steal, but they'll say he was out of bounds when he got the ball. So Jackson will keep it with 22 seconds. Say he stepped on the line right there before he got it out to Cooper. 22 seconds to go. Inbound to Keelan. He's double teamed and fouled. 19.9 on the clock. Braves trailing by 2, and this time we'll see Gavin Keelan 2 attempts at the charity stripe.
First personal on Bryson Neild. Keelan's 3 of 4 tonight, 19 points.
Jackson will not have rebounders on the post. They'll pull everyone back as Keelan hits the first free throw to make it a 3-point game.
Keelan now matching Hanna for the game high of 20 points.
Coach Schwab sends in a shooter. Shumway's in. Cooper's in. Jensen's back in. This to make it a 2-possession game. Missed it. Rebounded by Cooper. Still just a 3-point game. 74-71, 15 seconds. Here's Jensen for 3. Off the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound on the court. Star Valley has it. Gaskell lost it and saved by Jensen. 6 seconds. Jensen kick out and the 3-ball. Foot pump fake. Cash missed it. Up in the air and time will expire. Jackson will win in overtime. Braves get 2 good looks for 3. Not able to hit him. And Jackson knocks off the Braves in OT. 74-71 your final. Silver Star Communications post-game coverage coming your way now. Current Silver Star customers refer a friend to Silver Star. And when they sign up for internet service from Silver Star, both you and the friend will get a free month of internet service. 2 good looks down the stretch for Star Valley. One from Jensen, one from Cash Lancaster, and just not able to hit those to tie up the game. And 74-71 your final. Star Valley will drop down to 15-4 overall, ending their win streak and drop down to 3-1 inside of the Southwest District. Jackson goes to 9-9 to even up their record at 500. Same in the district at 2-2 overall. Hoping to get Coach Shumway's thoughts on the game. I don't know if we're going to get him. There's a lot of people down there on the court, so I don't think Clay's going to be able to track him down tonight. Now let's take a look at our battle stats in the postgame, presented by Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Well, first for the Bronx, 74 points, and as I mentioned, 13 of 37 from beyond the arc. Seb Brunner hit 4 of them on 14 attempts. At one point, he was 0 for 8, so he really turned it around when they needed him the most. Gavin Keelan, 4 of 11 from distance. He had 20 points. Brunner finished with 15. Andrew Hanna with a double-double tonight, 20 points and 13 rebounds. 5 points for Mason Borchert, 8 for A.J. Fowler. The Braves had 3 in double figures as Max Jensen finished with 19. Cooper Lancaster had 18. Cash Lancaster had 12. Simon had 8 and 8. 6 points for Dayton Schwab, 3 for Bryson Neal, 2 for P.J. Horsley. The Braves shot 50% from 3, 8 of 16, and 9 of 17 from the free throw line. Missed a few free throws down the stretch, and those turned out to be pretty big. The Braves also out-rebounded tonight by 10, 37-27. They did have the advantage in steals, and I had the Bronx with double the assists of the Braves. I'm anxious to see how close I was on that one, but the Bronx win it tonight. Just the second time they've won in this series in the last 12 meetings, but they make it 2 in a row here on this court last year and this year. That's a look at your post-game battle stats.
Presented by Battleson Brothers Flooring in Afton. Quality, price, and service located a block south of the Arch in Afton. That is Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home. Star Valley will be back on the court tomorrow afternoon. They play host to the Evanston Red Devils. That will be a 3:30 tip-off time for the boys. Girls will tip off at 2 o'clock. Senior night for Star Valley tomorrow, hosting Evanston. Bronx get this one in OT. Final 74-71. Jackson. Duke Dance, Dal Erickson, and our SVI Sports crew. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you tomorrow back in Star Valley on the SVI Sports Network.